Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's the CD guy, Johnny Z here. Thank you so much for tuning back into the channel, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Van Halen Collection 2 box set, focusing on the Sammy Hagar era of the band. This box set features 5 albums, 4 of them being remasters of the albums from the Van Hagar era, and of course 1 disc of rarities as well. This is my favorite era of the band, right? As you guys know, if you follow my channel, I'm much more of a Sammy Hagar guy than I am a David Lee Roth fan. I know a bit of an unpopular opinion, but on this channel, we love Van Hagar, so it definitely is very exciting for me to finally get to hear the Hagar era get remastered. You know, one of the biggest criticisms that the Van Hagar era gets is the production for those records, which don't sound as clean as the David Lee Roth stuff. I'll give you that, even though I do prefer this era more. And personally, I think the band did their best work with Ted Templeman, right, in terms of production and, the sound quality, who was only present for 1 album during the Van Hagar era. In terms of the sound, the new remasters definitely sound different, but to be honest, the sound was not what I was expecting. I think the new sound lacks a certain crunch and rawness that's present on the originals, so maybe that was something I'd taken for granted on the original copies, but I think the refurbishing of the sound on the first collection with the David Lee Roth albums did a much better job of capturing the sound of the original while also cleaning things up, so I guess you could say that Sammy Hagar and the Van Hagar era got the short end of the stick once again, but I am really happy that the band are finally paying more attention to the Van Hagar era and deciding to remaster them, give it more attention, but I just find the sound to be a bit inconsistent. Some tracks are too bass heavy, and some have subdued guitar, and so on and so forth. Ultimately, I had higher hopes for the reissues of these records with the newer sound, but I think the true gem of this box set here is the release of the Rarities album featuring studio rarities from 1989 to 2004. I'll leave the track listing right over here, but among these tracks you have some awesome deep cuts here, including Crossing Over, great song, awesome lost track in the Van Halen annals. Also, you have Humans Being, Respect the Wind, and a cover of Apolitical Blues, and more. So I think that is definitely the biggest selling point here, and the biggest gem for me it's got to be the collection of rarities and a really interesting and cool list of unreleased stuff or rare songs, things of that nature that were included here on this box set as well. Like I said, I expected a little bit more here from this box set, so if you already own the originals, I wouldn't say to go out of your way and buy this box set. However, I am thrilled with the collection of rarities here, which, like I said, was the true gem of this release, which, is a must-have for any hardcore Van Halen fan, and, in my opinion, it kind of makes me wish that they would have released the rarities on its own, separately instead of being part of a $40 box set, but nonetheless, it is something that I'm glad is finally out there. However, you have to buy it as all part of a box set. The albums included in the remasters, they're really not worth it in my opinion. I had much higher hopes and higher expectations for the sound here, but ultimately I think if you're saying for years that the sound could have been improved upon, I kind of prefer the originals a bit more, which is weird because I was not expecting to say that, but here we are. So, in my opinion, the remasters could have been a lot better here, but I think I'm going to lean more towards the originals than the remasters, even though that might be a bit of a controversial opinion. I'm not really sure what everybody else's thoughts are on this album yet, on this box set, I should say, yet. So, please let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. What do you think of the sound compared to the originals? If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel down below, turn on the bell for notifications so you never miss a new upload. Lots of exciting stuff coming up this October, so you definitely don't want to miss out on that. And until next time, it's the CD guy, Johnny Z, signing off. Take care, everybody.